we can't find a song on this bitch. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. What up, Sean? Gotta turn this shit down. Hold on. Early. I'm so organized to do this. I ain't changing like that yet. I say red back is back. Red is back. Yeah, me too. I got like one sip of beer left. There is last night. My can go. Like that's so loud. I get covered in this. I get blue. The song is bad. Yo, that's good. I am. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, pin that shit, man. All right. How about some? Hmm, playing it off my phone, y'all. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me some slack. Cut me a little slack. All right. What's going on, dude? Got that. Sucks. Yeah, hey, y'all see that cash app going down the bottom there, y'all? 50 cents, dollars, whatever, don't I guess it, cause, I got plans for my, I wanna do something. I wanna do something. I wanna do something. Do something fun with it. Oh, I didn't know there, man. Man, move on, move on. I'm just gonna say that. Great hits. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna get high. Alright, even though I probably play this a lot on my channel, excuse me. Oh, it hurts. We're gonna play it again. Okay, stars. Okay. Damn. Stars, I texted you earlier, man. Did you get them texts? Period. I wish I knew how to share videos on here. Other than actually I got a video. I got a video of a 100-year-old Marine Corvette. talking about how times are right now. It's, I wish I knew how to share it without like get copyrighted and shit, but I mean, I don't get paid to do this anyway. But I guess I could, just kind of share it out, but I don't know if you can get in trouble for that or not. It's a pretty inspirational video. Let's uh, I got the product. Now I gotta get the piece. I got good. Just broke a piece off of this. You see this here? That white piece? There's supposed to be a white ring around it there. Look at this problem. That's crazy because I've dropped this. I've thrown this like literally purposely threw the son of a bitch on the floor. He bounced up off the fucking floor and I caught it in there. Got a neck one. And I was just doing this. Not a terrible job. Don't kill me. Go fucking bigger. Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing, man? It has been a while. I do recall that name, Paul. I can't believe that fucking thing there, Paul. I mean, it was like it's the cleanest breaking. Look at that. That's right here. There's a little white piece that went around it. And it ain't cracked or nothing. But you can tell where they blew the white thing, like white piece and laid it on and tried to eat it on this. Yeah. So, this motherfucker probably pop off the neck. And then the eyeball. Got 28 minutes. Minutes. 32 minutes to get there. It takes about 5 minutes. The bad thing about it is though, they don't sell off on these days when it's I ain't nothing I ain't doing. Just drinking seriously anymore. Ain't no big deal. I used to have this extra that always had to have some. Don't mess it at all. To be honest with you, my wife, she just she just got a pint of Casper 2 nights ago. Uh, 2 nights ago, Casper, and I smelled it. And it took everything I had. My gag reflex overreacted. It was rough. I went back to work in 2 days, for about 2 weeks. Got 2 cracked ribs. And I'm so thankful I had these 2 weeks off. Because to be honest with you, I think now I've had my healing time with it. And when I get back to work, I'm moving a little bit more. Instead of going flat. So I do a lot now. Definitely I feel for that. And once I get back to work, around, it's pretty all here. I think and I play, like I got all these playlists, but it's like they all blend in with each other at one point, you know what I mean? And I'm bound to play the same song at least once. Yeah, so that I'm taking a good at least couple months to my ribs. Like I said, man, I think I passed the healing point. Like I think that it's settled down now. It's time to like get back in this movement. And there's certain moves that I can make. Like even just sleeping, if I push the wrong way, it wake you up. Yeah, yeah. I say this every year. This is my 24th shutdown I've been through, and I'm at the point now. Like I'm ready to get back to work and get back in the routine. It only takes like 2 days, so 2 days later, it's like on happen. It's like I ain't gonna lie though. Right now, I do miss just that routine shit. But I have loved these 2 weeks not having to worry about a clock at all. So yeah, three people here. What's up, three people? Oh, nothing. It sucks. It's terrible. I just started smoking back up here about the past 4 or 5 days. Getting here and there. I was doing the edible shit for that reason, the coffee. Yeah, it's still sad. It's still kind of anyway. This is my last night for a while. Because, like I said, I go back to work Monday. So I'm going to be hanging out till 1:35 in the morning. Even on my days off. I'm going to be like that. Like do like a 7, 8 o'clock train. Hang out for a couple hours. What do you say, Sarge?
What you doing, man?
Fix this layout, man. Alright, what's up? Damn, it's doing work. Can you hear me, Sarge?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Alright, yeah, I can hear you. I just gotta fix this layout. There we go.
I've been watching that movie, Fury.
Fury?
Yeah, about Brad Pitt. He's World War II tank commander.
Okay.
Pretty good movie. I got one of them nights I can't really sleep. I'm tired. I'm just not sleepy.
Yeah,
oh, hell. Are you following me around?
I'm stalking your ass, bitch. Get over it.
What you doing, nothing?
I ain't doing nothing. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my ass up tonight and try to stay up as long as I can so I can go to bed at a decent time Sunday night because it's usually rough, man.
You know, I tell you, I get those nights where those days that are really hot, and I come home and it just takes it out of me. And if I take a nap when I get home, that screws my night up.
Oh yeah, because you sleep till the time you go to bed, and then you waking up when about time for you to be going to bed. So yeah.
And then you're trying to get 2 hours sleep so you can get up at 4:30 so you can be at work, you know. And and
then you'll just lay there just to feel like you did something. You know what I mean? At least I lay there.
So how's the ribs doing?
They're still sore. They're a lot better. A lot better.
It's gonna take a while before they're up to snuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I got them patches that they gave me at the hospital. Well, they're actually the generic brand of what they gave me at the hospital. But it's like kind of like an icy hot patch. I forget the name of it. But you just put them on the area, and it cools them off. It kind of numbs the area. And so I bought me a box of those for when I go back.
Right.
Yeah.
Well.
So,
damn it.
I mean, shit, I ain't got no choice, man. I got to go to freaking work. I'm just glad I had these 2 weeks to kind of heal up a little bit.
I'm just glad you went to the doctor.
Yeah.
I was telling you that night, you need to go.
Yeah, my wife, she kind of length of the law down. She was like, look, it's time to go.
I didn't want to think I had anything to do with it, but
No, it was, hey, honest to God, like laying in bed every time I would move was like, I guess she just got tired of fucking hearing it. I was like, hey,
or could it be she was laying there and she'd reach over and, you ready to go yet? You ready to go yet? You ready to go
exactly
yet?
like my rib, yeah. Tell everybody I work with convinced that she's the reason that they're broke anyways. And they said, you better leave that woman alone, boy.
Yeah, you standing up there doing the Captain Morgan in the shower and she kicked your good foot out from under you.
Hey, I'd be happier to say that story, to be honest with you.
Right,
Sounds a lot better.
right. Oh, shit.
Sounds a hell of a lot better than I dropped the soap and fell out of the shower.
Yeah, Paul, I fell in the shower and hit my ribs. I busted my ribs up pretty good. And hell, it's been, what, almost 4 weeks ago now.
Well, usually the only time that I've come close to slipping and falling in the shower is when I'm playing my Top Gun theme and the soundtrack and it gets to Danger Zone. Dun, 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 you know, and I switch to Missiles, you know, and then holler out requesting a flyby, and the wife's in the living room saying, "That's a negative, Ghost Rider."
Oh my God. You should have been at Dirty Waters one night, John. You may have been there. And Sarge was doing a blow by blow of supposedly what was going on in the shower in the bathroom. And I was laughing so hard. I couldn't even listen. I don't know what the shit Dirty Water was saying because I was reading the chat. I was laughing. I know
Yeah, I
Dirty
wasn't there
Water.
for that.
Yeah, you know, it's going to get serious when I enter the shower with my G4 flight helmet on.
Mhm.
Yeah, too close
Hey,
for missiles, switching to guns.
Sarge, you get that text I sent you earlier? That
You
old
didn't send
Marine?
me a text. You remember you
Nah,
showed it to me on a live stream.
okay, I was gonna say I don't know if I went through or
Yeah,
not.
you didn't text me. You actually showed it to me on a live stream that night. For some reason, you said it wouldn't go through on a text.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to download it to my other phone. Man, it's interesting, man, to hear that dude talk about. I mean,
Yeah,
he's a 100-year-old Marine, and he pretty much tells you how it is. Like he sees it, no gray areas.
Yeah, that night you actually told me you tried to send it, and then you showed it to me on the live stream. And I've seen that whole video because it was a interview on one of the major news networks, and it's actually on YouTube, and you can see it. I mean,
Yeah,
that man gets totally emotional.
yeah. I even tried sending it to you tonight. I don't know. It might be too big of a file to send. I don't know.
What I'll do is I'll find the video on YouTube or online, and I'll send you the link, and you can share that link, and people can watch it.
That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me.
Yeah, get off your ass. Make yourself useful, Sarge. Do something.
You shut that pie hole and let men talk, okay?
What do you mean it, dude? Yeah, I ain't one of those.
Let
No.
me see if I can find that because I did watch the whole interview.
You're supposed to respect your elders, Sarge. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, it's out of Tampa Bay. All right, here's Sky News Australia, Fox 13 News. Let me see if this is a full interview. I think that.
Oh wow, Paul, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, the thing I got don't tell you what it is or where it was or none of that. It's just a video.
Yeah. Let's see right here. Yeah, this is one of them, but this is not the whole. All right, now we need to create a message. Uh, 526 area code.
502.
I know. Hold on. What the hell?
I missed everybody's live streams. I know everybody was going live, but I had some stuff going on in the background. This first live I've been on, feel privileged. Well, it's tomorrow, so that was yesterday, so I can't get in trouble.
Yeah, sorry, I still got all my stuff to you.
Hold on a second.
You slowed down since you got out of the Army, huh?
You know what? This is a conversation between A and B, so won't you see your way out of it?
Hey, watch this. I know how to drive, you asshole.
Don't you just you stay right
No,
there.
don't tell me what to do. I'm not barefoot in front of you, dude. No, I did that barefoot in front of your kid.
Let me see here.
That didn't work out very well, neither. Yeah. I was looking at like, why the hell does Sarge have a marijuana leaf up there? But that's who I got. What the hell? I don't even go with Sarge.
Oh, sorry, smoking them trees.
James, I know you're in here.
You got me burning in hell, and you got him smoking weed. What the hell wrong with you, man? Damn. Some kind of host you are, dude.
Shit.
Change this live stream up and smoke. Shit.
Oh, we know this place song.
Which one is Cheech and which one is Chong up there?
God dang.
Yeah, we was just talking to each other a week or two ago. Shit, I know. I think it was a couple weeks ago anyway.
Yeah.
If you posted the link in the private chat, he could grab it.
Wait a minute, what is the area code again?
502.
All right, hold on a second.
Gallbladder and didn't even. Oh Lord.
What the hell?
I've heard that, Paul. I've heard them gallbladders are bad. I hope I don't never have no problem with mine. I want to keep the rest of my body parts.
What's going on? The gallbladder? Ooh, I've been there, done that.
Well, if I haven't, I don't want to.
When you get like vomiting, real nauseated. Yeah, Sergeant's a cool guy.
Do what now?
Paul said that old Sarge is a cool guy. Though. Yeah, he's all right.
He'll have to do, Paul.
Oh my, really?
Well, I mean, if you believe some of the shit you hear other places, that's what people believe. But if they believe that, they stupid. That's all I can say.
I think this one ain't too loud. I can hear y'all. Oh, easy. There we go. Yeah, hell, Sergeant, I got you. Remember, shit, I'll send you a text real quick.
Yeah, send me a text.
All right.
Because I can't. It's in here. I know it is because I know the prefix too. But it's and you and I have texted before, and I cannot find it. But I've got like well, if I can do this without doxing anybody. So this is my text messages right here, just to show you how many I've got. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Shit, I delete my shit. God almighty.
That's how many I got. Look, and they still going. That's text messages from.
I don't even have that many people in mind, but Lord, I get rid of them things.
They go all the way to February 18th of 2018.
Oh, good God. What do you keep them for?
Well, because some of these, yeah, I got it, James. Yeah, and it showed up as you. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, that was it too. I remembered that. Let me see right here.
Uneducated hillbillies, I've been told.
I do, and it showed up as you. Let me make sure it's with my group here.
Yeah, text mix. See, you almost made me forget to order this for my poor little dog, man. He likes this shit.
All right, let me send you this link. Paste. That's one of those, but it's not the whole video. I got to find the whole video because he actually talks for twice as long as what you've seen. They interviewed him for a long time.
It was just like a short clip on TikTok is what I've seen. It was pretty interesting.
And a lot of these are work related, nothing.
Oh.
All right, I got you, Stars.
Now that's unusual when the store brand is more expensive than the name brand, especially at that damn store.
I watched a bunch of videos today about them guys eating like old rations, like 60-year-old rations.
Right.
And it wasn't like the MREs that I've seen people eat. They were like tubes. And they were like from World War II is where they were from. So they were older than that. But they were like tubes. I don't know if you ever seen them before, Sarge, but I imagine you have. It said bread and meat, something or another, and then you had to like mix it with something. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. The guy ate it though.
Really?
Yeah, said it tastes just fine.
Damn it. Yeah, Paul, that I had a hell of an episode with my gallbladder when they took it out because they left 2 gallstones behind, and they said that was a possibility, and it happened. And I went for like 3 weeks, and I actually had a kidney stone issue too, and that was giving me hell. And by the time they found it, it'd been almost a month, and you imagine what was happening to me then. It had my liver and my pancreas blocked, I think, and so they had to send me to LSU to get it taken care of because they couldn't do it at the VA hospital. They didn't have the capabilities other than cutting me open.
Yeah, like it's kind of hard to pass them when you ain't got nothing to pass it through, ain't it?
Yeah, well, LSU actually went through my mouth with a scope and went all the way down through my intestinal tract and took those gallstones out and cleaned everything out through my mouth. And I went home the next day after they did it.
I know my sister, she had trouble. They went through her belly button.
Yeah, well, that's the way they took it out. That's why they took the gallbladder out. It looked like I'd been shot with a small caliber pistol in my torso. Like there was 5 holes, and one was right there in my belly button.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's actually what she had done was they removed her gallbladder.
And I'm gonna tell you, when that thing goes rogue, it jumps right up on you. You don't know it. I was sitting there at 9 o'clock one night, and evidently I was feeling bad because I didn't feel good all day long, and I just attributed it to burning a candle at both ends, And I didn't feel like eating that night, and so all I did was ate a small bowl of macaroni and cheese. The wife had cooked, and I ate that bowl of macaroni and cheese, and I was sitting there about 9:30 at night, and she wasn't feeling good. She was in bed, and all of a sudden I felt this pain in my upper left quadrant, and I mean, it was a sharp pain, and it started coming on, and within 2 hours I had a hard knot right there, and you couldn't touch it. And so I called my sister, and I said, hey, and I described the pain to her, and she said, you need to go to the hospital right now. That's your gallbladder, and that could be trouble. So I went there and told my wife, I said, hey, I'm going to run up here to the emergency room. And I did. And that physician, the emergency room doctor, well, when I got in there, the male nurse that was in there, he told me straight up, he said, I bet you that's a gallbladder issue. I said, I don't know. And by that time, it was hard as a rock right there, and you couldn't touch it. It hurt so bad. And I got up on that table, and that doctor come in there, the emergency room doctor, and I had my shirt lifted up, and he said, what does it here? And I grabbed his hand, and I set it on top right there, and I didn't touch it. I just held his hand right there. I said, it's right here, doc. And I said, need I tell you that sumbitch hurts? And he said, well, I have to touch it. And what it is, he's looking for a reaction. It's what you do when he pushes on it. And I ain't kidding, James. When he put his fingers on it, he went knuckle deep in it. And when he went knuckle deep, I projectile vomited all over him, that nurse, me, the room, and macaroni came out. I felt so bad, And he said, I got the reaction I was looking for. He said, it's your gallbladder. And so they called this gal in because it's right in the middle of COVID. And this gal came in, they did one of them 4D sonograms, and she said, yeah, your gallbladder's packed plumb full of gallstones. It swole up. And they could see it. And so they sent me to the emergency room. And of course, I was in there 18 hours. They had me a room, and they hadn't done shit. And I walked out of there and went to the VA hospital over in Shreveport. And 6 hours after I walked in the VA hospital, my gallbladder was out. And I'm glad that shit's over. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, just like Paul said.
Now, did you have trouble with because I know my mother had it done too. My sister and my mother, both of them. Like when they felt like they had to go to the restroom, it came on quick.
Not trying to be gross, but your eating habits change. Now mine haven't per se. Here over the last couple of months they have, and it's not because of a gallbladder, it's just because I don't know, I do things a little bit different. That's why I went from 255 down to 235 is what I weigh now. And so I've lost a considerable amount of weight, and I'm glad because I'm losing some of this midsection I had. And I've had to buy new breeches all over again, and breeches I hadn't been able to wear in 5 years that are starched and pressed in the closet. I'm getting to wear them again, so I'm feeling good about that. But fatty meats like steak, and I love steak, and if I get a steak, leave the fat on it. That's the flavor of that steak. Briskets, anything like that, anything that's fatty will go through you like a rocket sled on rails. So and it's not trying to be gross, but yes, you better be, used to, if you go all day long and know you had to take a dump. If you do that, I can still do that if I'm out somewhere and I got to take a dump. I can wait a while, but if you feel a fart coming on, don't fart.
Don't trust the fart.
Don't trust the fart, because that's usually a big old shit honking for a right of way, and it's coming. That train is coming into the station. So yeah, the foods like that tend to run through you. They'll go through. I eat a lot of salads and stuff like that. That's good for you. They actually put me on, but see, I had a lot of other stuff done too, because right after that, about a month or so after that, they had to go into my colon, and they did some sectioning in my colon and did some stapling and stuff like that. And then about 3 months after that, then they went there and cut and did staples or stitches. And I actually had stitches coming out of my butthole. And yeah, and that was the worst thing ever. And they put me on stool softeners, and after about 2 weeks of that, I started sending them pictures and said, "Is this normal?" And they're like, "You might need to back off the stool softeners." But I was taking what they told me to take, and I was shitting like a pet coon. And you talk about miserable, buddy. When they put stitches in your colon and then come out of your asshole with it, you can't get comfortable. I told my doctor, said, "This will never happen again." He said, "Then you better start praying, because you do manual labor and heavy work." And he said, "You need to start praying, because it could very well happen again." I said, "Not the stitches, brother. We ain't doing this no more."
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul said, right to the can right away. Yeah. If you eat a lot of fatty stuff or anything like that, you can bet it's all you're doing is greasing the skids.
Damn.
Well, shit, you was talking about eating salad and shit. I had trouble digesting lettuce, man. That shit tears me up.
Well, lettuce is hard to digest, but any type of roughage, you want to eat a lot of fiber stuff too, and salad is good for that. But you just try to you need to have a good fiber intake. We're getting old when we sit here and talk about fucking bowel movements.
Well, you need to eat mustard greens and collard greens, dude. Eat your shitload of okra, you be fine. Eat shredded wheat. It works. It's like shitting bales of hay when you're done with it, but it still works. What happened, Sarge?
Because for some eerie coincidence there, when after the stitches down there, I felt like I was shitting hay bales.
Yeah, no, thank you to that.
But it's pretty normal. I mean, as far as getting your gallbladder out, it's not a drastic change. It really isn't, because I haven't slowed down on any of the stuff I like to eat. My eating habits have changed, but that's because I've noticed a weight reduction. And this is the first summer in probably 3 that I'm usually every summer I'd lose about 20 pounds. And then during the winter I'd gain it back, kind of like an old bear or something like that. But this is the first time I've ever been able to significantly lose and then keep it. But I've noticed that my appetite's changed anyway. And so, whereas before I could eat a big old steak, baked potato, and a salad, I might eat half that steak. It's like my stomach has shrunk.
Yeah, there was another thing. They said I got a nodule on my left lung, which I've had bruised ribs in the past. And what it is a calcium buildup.
You saying that the other night, and I was wanting to ask you.
Yeah,
Now I'm going to interrupt. Calcium in your lungs?
yeah. They said it's a calcium bill. They said because and where I live in the Ohio Valley,
Yeah.
they say it's a common thing. I
Huh.
I have no idea. They told me to keep an eye on it, just make sure it don't get bigger or nothing like that. But
My
yeah,
grandmother had calcium deposits in her breast back in the early 60s, and they did a mastectomy on her because they told her she had cancer, and then all they found was the calcium deposit.
I've had calcium in my wiener before, but those are called dick bullets. We call them. Y'all might know them as kidney stones.
Them are cockaburros, dude. Them
Yeah.
are cockaburros. See, them bastards come out, man. Them hurt.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know
mean
what
you
it feels
mean dick
like.
bullets?
It don't feel good on a woman, so it'd have to be worse on a man. The way y'all got
Hey,
started.
the first one I ever had was 1993, and my wife and I went to visit her aunt in Dallas, and we were sitting there, and my wife had that brand new Mustang GT that she got for graduating high school when she graduated high school, and it was jet black, and we were in that, and I was sitting on her aunt's couch, and she was sitting right beside me, and I went to stand up, and when I stood up, it felt like somebody stuck me right here in my backside with a knife, and it came all the way through out of my stomach right there. And I mean, it was just a sharp, real quick pain. And I sat back down real quick, and I was like, "What the hell was that? Did I just pull a muscle?" And it was just aching pain, but it kept getting bigger and bigger. And after about 20 minutes, it was throbbing, and I'm sitting there just damn near doing that. I can't hardly talk or breathe. It was hurting that bad. And so finally, I leaned over there to my wife, and I said, "Something's wrong. I think I'm dying." She told her aunt, and her aunt's like, gave us directions to Parkland Hospital, and we had to get on that loop around Dallas. And so here we go. She's in this Mustang GT, and I'm over here about to die. I'm getting woozy, my head swimming. I think this is it. The last few moments of my life are going to be spent on that damn busy ass damn interchange going around Dallas. And finally, I know I'm fixing to be deathly sick. I'm fixing to throw up everywhere. And I told her, I said, "You got to pull over. You got to pull over. You got to pull over now." She hit that service road and slid up in a parking lot and stopped. And I rolled out of that damn Mustang onto my hands and knees in this parking lot, and I'm puking my guts up. And I'm just deathly sick. And there's this little old man walked up, and he's leaned down. I don't know who this man is this day, and he's patting me on the back saying, "It's going to be okay, son." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm dying, I'm dying." And Shanna's freaking out. And finally, I hear this Korean or Oriental voice say, "You eat here?" And I can remember I looked up, and it's a Chinese food restaurant. And I'm in the parking lot just puking my guts up. And all that woman cared about was, "Well, no, did you eat our food?" And I'm like, "No, I'm dying. Get me an ambulance." And I can remember the ambulance showing up, and they put me in the ambulance, and I couldn't get comfortable. And the EMT in that ambulance told me, after talking to me about 5 minutes on the way to Parkland, he said, "You got a kidney stone, bro." And I'm like, "Oh, what?" And sure enough, they got me in the hospital, and I had a kidney stone. And but I'm going to tell you, when they say that that's like the man's version of having a baby, they ain't kidding. Imagine squeezing a Volkswagen through the eye of a needle.
A Volkswagen.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it
A
felt like.
goddamn Buick with the hood up and all four doors.
My dad had one. He
one.
said, imagine trying to squeeze a lemon out of something that can squeeze out of grape. Imagine that lemon had pokes all over it.
Yeah,
Like
Paul.
Yeah, it's like a sandbar.
Paul,
yeah. He said,
this was the summer of '94, and that car was a '93 Mustang GT hatchback, fastback. It was jet black with charcoal gray
Fox
interior.
body, Fox body, nice.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm telling you, that was the worst. But I guess I've stretched out over time. Like some old gals had like 15 kids, you can just spit them out. I get a kidney stone now. I'll feel it. Might feel a little pain in the kidney or something like that. Might urinate some blood, and then next thing you know, 2 or 3 days later, I start drinking a whole lot of water. 2 or 3 days later, ting in the toilet, and there it is. So they don't bother me anymore. I just spit them out. Dick bullets.
Target practice.
Yeah.
You need a Pelosi picture in your toilet.
All right, enough of this, Sarge. I want to be on here for an hour, and I'm there, so I'm going to shut it down.
Okay.
All right.
And, I appreciate y'all hanging out.
Yes, sir.
Anytime. We'll catch you later.
I'm sure nothing. I'll probably see you on yours before I see you on mine.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to come up here and make it all about my
Oh yes,
Oh,
you do. You
medical personal
damn,
stuff.
asshole. Y'all have a good one.
I'll see y'all later.
Y'all have a great night.
Bye, Nuff, and bye, James.
Bye.